Hi everyone, welcome back to Crown Canada. Today I am here with step-by-step guide to submit your express entry profile by yourself to get PR in Canada. Guys, you can save lots of money by making the profile by yourself without any agent. At the end of the video, you will realize how easy it was. If you are new to this channel, here you can get all the information and free guidance about immigration to Canada, which can help you to save a huge amount of your hard work and from getting screwed by some fraud and unauthorized immigration consultant. I have got tons of video coming your way on Canada immigration. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more information. Thank you so much. Without a further ado, let's get begin. Today's agenda is what are the pre-requirements, what documents do you need, how to create an IRCC account, how to create and submit express entry profile. So guys, when you start thinking about immigrating to Canada, the first thing you need to do, you need to check your eligibility points. You must score 67 out of 100. You need to get done your educational assessment. You need a English language test, IELTS. You need to calculate your CRS score to check where you stand in express entry draws and check your NOC code. If you know these things, perfect. Otherwise, I am leaving a link in the description for detailed information about all this stuff. Please get that all information so you can be ready for making your profile. So guys, when you are coming to Canada, you have to bring some settlement fund with you. So this table shows the minimum amount you need to immigrate to Canada. According to your family size, suppose if you have family of 3, you have to bring $19,836. So you can check all the information here, like how much money you need, because you need to fill this information in your profile later. To fill in the correct information in your profile, you need all these documents handy: passport, ECA certificate, IELTS certificate, educational documents, work experience documents, your NOC code. Let's go on the IRCC website for further process. Guys, go on Google and type here cic.gc.ca. This is an IRCC website. Click on Immigration and Citizen Canada and then go down and click on My Application. We need to create an account before starting our application, so click here Sign in or create an account. There is many options to create an account, but I'll go with GC key. It's a simple username and password. So click here, sign up, accept term and conditions, and here you need to get a username. Here is a criteria. So suppose I'll go with Sherry first name, and you can keep your any username, but you need to note down somewhere. And I'll say, suppose I'll put my first letter is capital. So here it is, and I'll go continue. Okay, now we need to get a password. So here is also again a criteria for the password. So you can choose any password. I'll go with repeat the password. It says okay, and I'll continue with this. You need to choose some security questions here. Again guys, please note down this information somewhere so they can ask you anytime whenever you want to log in next time. So I'll go maybe with my first pet name, memorable person. They need hint here, so I will write maybe parent. Memorable date, you can write anything here. I'm just writing. So this all things are fake guys, so continue. Now you got your username and password, and we need to give some more information to create an account. So we'll go on this page, accept term and conditions again, and here you need to give all the information correct according to your passport and other documents. So like here I'm gonna go with first name and last name. So on your passport, some guys, if you don't have your last name, you have Sherry Man Brown given just as a given name. So don't write anything and given name, write your full name in last name. So we're gonna leave this thing blank and we can write Sherry Brown here if you don't have last name on your passport. Write your email address here. So suppose I am writing, you need to give your valid email address because they're gonna communicate on this email address with you. Preferred language English and continue. So now they're gonna ask you again 4 questions, security questions, but this time you need to create these questions. So suppose I'm writing, sorry, name of your best friend, maybe I write here, and name of your first car, your favorite food. So I'm creating very easy questions, guys, but you should get also spelling is different here. So but you should be creating little bit hard questions here because this is just matter of security. And then your favorite holiday place, maybe I'll go with Switzerland. So we are done with this security question, and now I will go where this will see me like this. So I'll go on next page. So now we are done with our account creating. Our account is ready. So here you can see view the application you submitted. If you submitted any application, you can see here, but we haven't done anything yet. And continue an application you haven't submit. Sometimes you start your application and you stop in between. So that data could be here, but we have nothing here because we haven't started our application yet. So click on apply to come to Canada. Here it is asking you a reference code which we have not yet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go down and click on Express Entry EE. So you need to click on this, find out if you are eligible to apply. So whatever the question they're gonna ask you here, you need to give a very correct information because this is gonna go in your profile. So if you don't know yet, choose the province or territory you are most interested in. So which province and territory you are interested in. So guys, here you can select whatever you think you can go, but later on we're gonna select a different. So I'll also go maybe with Manitoba, and I'll say next. Next question is you need to submit language test here for all programs under Express Entry. So let's say IELTS, and next. Now you need to give them date, like whenever you did that IELTS test. So suppose I'm going January and 2nd. Say next. And now you need to tell what is your score. So I'll go with maybe 7 each here. You can go with whatever your score is. So guys, as I told you before in my previous video, we need CLB level 7, means IELTS 6 each to be eligible in Express Entry program. So let's go next. Do you have other language results? If you gone for French test, for sure you can choose, otherwise say none. And next. In the last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? If you have any work experience in Canada, you can tell here. I'll go with none. During this period, which national occupation classification level is most of your experience in? So again your NOC code, but here if you don't have any Canadian work experience during this period, please choose none of above. So here we need to choose none of above and next. So this is all about work experience in Canada. In last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have? It must have been continuous paid, full-time, part-time, and in only one occupation. So here guys, you need to think what is your NOC you are applying under, and then you can tell how many work experience you have in your home country, so foreign work experience. So suppose I will go with 2 to 3 years here. So here they are asking if you are not sure. Okay, so in last 5 years, do you have at least 2 years of work experience in one of these things? So these all are regulated occupations guys, like doctors, electrician, construction trades. So if you are in, you know your NOC code, then you can select here. Otherwise say none and next. How much money will you bring to Canada? So you need to choose money here. So guys, you need to see, like if you are coming alone, you can bring this much. If you are coming 2 people, this much, 3 people, this much. So you need to choose accordingly how many family members you are coming, how to count your family, you, your spouse, and how many kids you have, whoever coming with you in Canada. So you need to choose accordingly. So suppose I will go with this and I'll say how many family members do you have? I'll go with 2. Next. Do you have a valid job offer in Canada? If you no, so say no and next. What is your date of birth? So as I told you, the people who are between 20 to 29 years get more score in CRS score. So I'll go with maybe March and 1st. So this is your birth date. What is the highest level of education for which you have earned a Canadian degree? So you need to check your ECA report here, and whatever equivalency you got, you need to select here. So suppose you get for bachelor, so I'll go with bachelor degree. Next. And here you need to answer some question. I have studied full-time in Canada for 2 years or more. I have at least 2 years of work experience in Canada. I have a relative in Canada who is 18-year old. So if you have a relative, please click here if you have any of them. Otherwise say none of above and next. What is your marital status? If you are married, you can say married. If you are unmarried, so you can say never married or single. So I will select maybe married, so I will show you how what information they ask for your spouse and go next. Does your spouse or partner plan to come with you Canada? Yes. Is your spouse or partner a citizen or permanent resident of Canada? Say no and next. Has your spouse or partner studied in Canada? I'll go with no. You need to answer according to your situation. Has your spouse or partner worked in Canada full time? I will go with no and next. Find out if you are eligible to apply again. Has your spouse or partner taken an English or French language test? Say IELTS. Next. Select the year. So I'll go again with 2020 and February 1st and next. Enter the test score for speaking. I'll go maybe with 6.5, 6.5, 6.5 and 6.5 each in here. So you need to fill your IELTS score here, your spouse, sorry. Next. So here you got the result, your result express entry. Based on your, so you appear to be eligible for express entry. So When you click on continue, you will guide it through the following step to complete your profile. So here you're gonna get, so we will say continue here. Find out if you are eligible to apply again. They are asking you some question. Tell us about your name exactly shown on your passport. Sorry. So you're gonna write your name here. So my case, I will write your last name. Again guys, you need to remember, like you need to write your, sorry, it's other way around. I need to write Brown here because they ask last name first and then first name. So gender, you can tell your gender here, and then what is your date of birth, they already selected here. Next, what is your marital status? Married. Next, will this person accompany you to Canada? So say yes. Next, what is your common law partner's name? So suppose I write here last name, they are asking first, so I will go with Brown. What is the first name? I'll go with Cindy. And gender, I'll go with female. And again, spouse, date of birth, so I'll go with maybe 96. Let me check. And August 1st. Next, so here is your express entry profile now, and we need to fill out these all form for yourself and all form for your spouse. If you choose single back there, they will ask you only to fill out these forms, not for spouse. So let's start with first form here, start form. It is your personal detail, and they already got lots of information from you already gave there. So say next, check your last name and first name and say next, and then your date of birth and your country of birth you need here. So I will say maybe India, sorry, India. And city of birth you can write okay, and now you can say next. So here they said married, you are married, you already selected that. Next, does Sherry Brown have passport or national ID document? So you will say yes. So what is the document type? Passport. What is the number? So you need to write your passport number here. So suppose I will choose so this is exactly guys fake here. So country of issue, go with India. There we go. Issuing date, when you got the passport, so maybe go back 10 years. I'll go, not that, I'll go with 16 September 5, expiry date 26 September 4. Okay, save and add. So you got your all information here, and you can modify later if you want to, and you can delete too. So we're gonna go next. Tell us about Sherry Mon's previous application to Canada, country of citizen, and country where she or he lives. So have you applied to Immigration Canada? So if you never, say no. Country of citizenship, here is India, right? India. And country of residence, so sometimes people live in another country. Suppose you born in India, citizenship in India, but you are right now working in England or somewhere else, so you can choose there, but in my case I'll go with India and say next. We need to know some information about Sherry Brown's family. Tell us about his or her family. How many family members does Sherry Brown have? This includes Sherry Brown's spouse, a partner, dependent children, and their dependent. So let's see. We can say right now 2 because I'm not including any. And how much money you are bringing, so maybe I'll say $25,000. And next. Does Sherry Brown have a relative who is a citizen or permanent resident of Canada? The relative must be 18. So if you have any relatives, say yes, otherwise I'll go with no and save and exit. So here you guys, you done with your personal profile, and now you go on contact details. So start from here. Language of correspondence, English. Next. Provide an email address below where correspondence can be sent. So they're gonna contact you through this email everywhere. So go with your valid email address, guys. And save and exit. You're done with your second form. Third one is study and language. So start from third one here. Has Sherry Brown finished high school or any other higher education? So yes. And field of study, so suppose I'm going with computing information technology. Since what year to what year? So maybe I'll go with (2012) to select a month, March. This is my current study. Are you studying right now here? It's your previous study. So I will say no because I'm not studying right now this one. And select year to what date. So it's a bachelor is almost 3 years, guys. So I will go after 3 years, like 2015 to March. Complete full academic years, how many? 3. Full-time, part-time study, so it was a full-time study, so you can say full-time study here. Standing at the end of study, so you awarded with degree or diploma. Country of study, India. And then city and town of study, so I'll go again with Delhi. Name of the institute, you can say University of Delhi or level of education, you did bachelor. Was Sherry Brown awarded a Canadian degree, diploma or certificate? So if you don't have, say no. Has Sherry Brown had educational credential assessment? Yes, you done. So say yes. Organize that issued the educational assessment. Suppose I went with WES, World Education Services. Did the report issued? So when you got that report, I will go maybe 2020 November 1st. So here you need to tell your ECA certificate number. So ECA certificate number is whatever on your that report. So I will go with maybe this level of education shown on educational assessment credential assessment ECA report. So what is the level of education? So if you get equivalency to bachelor, say bachelor, and save and add. So here you got your study here, guys. And if you have another two certifications like you got for your masters and bachelor, so you can go again, fill another information here and click on save and add, so you can get another information added here. You can modify later if you want to. So go next. Can Sherry Brown committed in English? So communicate in English, sorry. So you can say, if you both English and French, say both, otherwise say English. Official language assessment. So here you already did your IELTS, please select that. What type of IELTS? General training, because it's academic too, so you choose there. Read that all question again, guys. It already selected this from your previous information, but you need to check them all and give the leftover columns. So date of result. So our result is come roughly in 15 days, so I'll go with 2020, again January, and maybe I'll go with 21st January or something. So here you got the result. Language test result from form or certificate number. So here you need to give your IELTS certificate number. So I'll go maybe 062894. This is just fake number, guys. So you write your numbers. Here is your marks. And has Sherry Brown taken an approval test in another French? So we said no already, so no. And save and exit. So that's how you filled all your information about your study and language. Now application details, start another form. We have total 6 forms here. So guys, as I told you, which province or territory would Sherry Brown consider living in? So before, because we did not have any other option, so we chose Manitoba, one province, but here you need to choose all provinces and territories if you don't have any relative in special province. Because if you choose specific province, when other province look in your profile, so they will not issue you PNP letter, PNP certification, because they will say, okay, you are interested in the particular province. But if you choose here all province and territories, if other provinces are looking at your profile like Manitoba, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, whatever, if they are interested in your profile, they can issue you a PNP certification which will score 600 in CRS score. So that's why you need to choose all province and territories here. So here I authorize the British Columbia Ministry of Jobs, and so you can say yes, because if they look at your profile, they can choose and say choose yes here and go next. Has Sherry Brown received a nomination certificate from the province? So as I told you, if you choose all province and territories here, so then you can get PNP certificate. But if you don't have right now, so say no and save and exit. So you have done your 4 forms here. Now we're going to start about representative. Start form here. So this form is basically for if you are hiring an agent for this. So I will strongly say no for this. So say no, because I'm not hiring any agent. I'm doing this work by myself. Save and exit. Next one is work history. So we're going to start this form. This is the form for your work experience. So first question is primary occupation, whatever the job you are doing right now, I mean on which basis you are applying for express entry. So here you need to fill your 4-digit code. For that I'll say go on Google and type here find NOC, click canada.ca, go down there and write your occupation. So we selected already computing. So here you can see NOC code and designation. So suppose I will go with 2147 computer engineer, but software engineer and designer doesn't come under this NOC code. So 2147 I choose that. So I'll go here and I write here 2147 select that. Go down, date Sherry Brown first became qualified to practice in this occupation. So here you need to select the date when your degree is done. So we will go with 2015 March and we will go next. Does Sherry Brown have a certificate or qualification from Canada? I'll go with no. And next. Does Sherry Brown have a job offer in Canada? I'll go with no. Excuse me guys. Next. Does Sherry Brown have any work history? So if you say yes here, then you need to select since what year. So suppose I finished my degree in 2015, I will select 2015 April. If this is your current job, then you can click here. If you have two or more than two experience or three experience, like 1 year you worked somewhere and then next 2 years you work somewhere else, so then you need to fill your past job first and then current one, so you will not select this. So I'm going only with one work experience. I'll say yes, this is my current job. How many hours per week you work? So in Canada, full-time work means 30 hours a week, so I'll write here 40. Select your NOC code. We need to select our NOC code here. It was 2147, I think so. Computer engineer. Job title, so you can write your job title here. Employer name, you can maybe write if you are self-employed, you can select this. Country and territory, so it's India. Select India guys, and then city and town, so where you are working. Again I'll write Delhi here and save and add. So if you have another look, you can see all your profile here. You can modify later if you want to. If you have another work experience, go fill out this form again and click on save and add, and when you are done, click on next. So here guys, they are asking some question. The following questions are about to educate and work experience recognized in Canada. IRCC will only use this information for research and performance, so it does not affect any way your profile. So if you want to answer this question, it's totally up to you. It's nothing related to your profile. So if you want to say no, you can say no. If you want to say yes, so you can go yes. So I'm showing here, so what kind of question they're going to ask you. Have you ever looked for Canada for your primary occupation? So you can say yes, I have done some search to find the job in Canada. And then they will ask you next question. So next question is, have you checked to see if your education and work experience in your primary occupation would be accepted in Canada? So you can say yes. Next question, with whom did you check? So how you check? So you can choose anything here. Suppose I'll go with friend and relative, so I talk to them according to my how my work experience will be there or something. Some jobs are regulated in Canada. Do you need a license or certificate? So if I'll go with no, you cannot say I don't know, because you required a license before you land here. So if you're done with all question, now you can click on save and exit. So here you guys, you're done with your application. If you choose single, not married, you are done with your application here, but we chose married, so we need to go with spouse data here. Personal details, start with that. Will this person accompany you? Yes. What is the last name and what is the first name, and go on next. Date of birth, country, so you can say in India. City, you can choose anything, so in this case maybe I'll go Chandigarh. Say next. Is Cindy Brown a Canadian citizen or permanent resident? Say no. Next. Does Cindy Brown have a relative who is citizen or permanent resident in Canada? If yes, otherwise say no. and save and exit. So here we are done with personal information, study and language. So go next, start. So check the list at the, okay, has Cindy Brown finished high school? So obviously we're gonna say yes. Field of study, so what is her field of study? Suppose you both have the same study, so I'll go with computer and technology, but you need to choose yours. When she's done, so she started, when she started, I'll go with 2013 March. And is that her current study? No, because she has work experience, so I will say no. And till what date? So I will go with 2016 March. Okay, how many years? 3 years. Full time, yes. She got certificate and degree. Country of study, India. City, maybe Chandigarh. University of Chandigarh. Level of education, bachelor degree. And does she have Canadian degree? We will say no. Has Cindy Brown had an educational assessment? Yes. Otherwise you will never get any points for your education if you don't have ECA. So which organization did that? WES. And select the year, so I will go with 2020 again, and February and 2nd. Write the certificate number, ECA certificate number, guys. So I will write maybe 370007 again. So according to your ECA report, what is the level of education? So they you got equivalency your bachelor, so say bachelor, save and add, and here your education. So if you have more than 2 credentials, go back, fill out form again and click on save and add. So I'll go next. Can Cindy Brown communicate in English? We're gonna say English, yes. And has Cindy Brown taken an approval test? Yes. What kind of test that was? IELTS. So what kind of version of test? IELTS training. Date of language test, so you can say 2020, maybe November 2nd. Date of result 2020 November. So after 2 or 3 weeks you can write maybe 18 here. Language test result from, so certificate number you need to write here. You can write 073487, something like that. So speaking, so you need to select here your score. We already chose there 6.5, 6.5, 6.5 and 6.5. I forgot, guys, if I chose that before. Has Cindy Brown taken an approved language test to assess their French skill? I will go with no, and save and exit. So you completed your form here, work history. Now we need to start form for work history for your spouse. So does Cindy Brown have any work history? Say yes. Since what year? Same, you need to select your year. So I'll go with 2016. And April, this is my current job. How many work? 40. Select your NOC code. It was same 21447. Computer engineer. Employer name, you can write Same, you both can work on same place, not a problem here. Okay, country India and city Delhi. Okay guys, save and add. So again, if you have more than one work experience, go back, fill that form out, click save and add, and then save and exit. So here you guys, you are done with your both application here, and now you wanna go continue. So click on continue. You need to read this if you want to. Here you need to be, they are declaring that you are giving all the information right, and if you give the wrong information guys, you can be banned for 5 years or more. So you need to give your all information correct here. So say I agree, and then please select I agree here again. I agree that by submitting this application, I'm electronic signing this application. Write your given name here. So I'm writing here last name. So here they are asking you the question, security question, which I answered already. So I'll say nano, and you will click on sign. Again, you will read this whole. You said I agree, and you did signature Sherry Brown, and click on transmit. So here you go guys, congratulations, you have successfully submitted your application or profile. So you done all by yourself. Now you are in the pool to get selected for ITA to get PR in Canada. So guys, at the end of the application, you can say exit questionnaire and log out. Never forget to log out your account. Best of luck guys. I will be back with more informative videos on how to fill out all PR applications, how to write Canadian resume and apply for jobs, many more immigration news. Guys, if you have questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. I will be more than happy to answer them all as soon as possible. Stay tuned guys. Till then, stay happy, stay positive. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon for more informative videos. Thank you so much for watching this video.